What's going on, you guys? It's your girl Kiera, and I'm here with another video. Today I'm going to be telling you guys a story time, and I kid you not, this story time just happened to me about 2 hours ago. So, anybody who works in healthcare or has ever been a healthcare professional, I would hope this is one of your pet peeves. I would think one of your pet peeves would be someone who is performing care on someone and does not use gloves. That is one of my biggest pet peeves. I think you're disgusting, honestly, if you do not use gloves when performing care on someone. I don't care if you know them or if you don't know them. So, I got a little side job because I am a CNA, but I don't really use my CNA. But I got a side job and I'm doing home health. So today I went to a client's house because I'm taking over I may not be taking over for a girl because she's saying she works too many hours, and so she wants to give up some of her hours at this house. So I tried to go to the house last night, but I got lost, so I didn't make it. So today I go to the house, and while we're walking up to the house together, she was a pretty cool person. We was walking up to the house together. She was like, they have a dog. She was like, and when I first came here, the dog nipped me on my hand. So I'm like, oh no, I'm sorry, but I don't do dogs that bite. I can do dogs, but I don't do dogs that bite. If you say your dog bites, I'm not coming in your house until you put your dog up. If your dog don't bite, I'm cool, I'm good. But she was like, the dog nipped me on my hand and left a bruise. And so I was like, no ma'am. I said, no ma'am. So I don't do dogs that bite. She was like, normally they put him up, if they know that we're coming. So I was like, okay, so maybe they put their dog up, right? So she was like, he's a pit bull, which made me even more like I don't know if I really want to go in there or not. So we get up to the house, we go through, they have like a little porch, fenced in porch section, and then they have the door to their house. So we walk up to the door, she rings the doorbell, they tell her to come in. She opens the door, and here comes the dog. The dog is barking and coming at me and barking. And so my first reaction, I was like, oh no. I shut the screen door. She was standing inside the screen door and she was with the dog. I pushed that thing shut. No, your dog is not gonna come at me and bite my leg off. I'm sorry. That dog was aggressively barking like I was an intruder at the house. It was not wanted, and he was gonna take my life if I came into that house. So they put the dog up, and the one guy, he was like, the person that we were taking care of, he was like, I apologize. Nobody told me that you were coming. I was trying to look to see if there was two people or not, but I couldn't see, and nobody told me you were coming. So I was like, whatever. So I was pretty understanding because they're like, the dog doesn't like people that it doesn't know coming to the front door. I was like, that's understandable. If it's a guard dog, I totally understand. So then we go into his room because she's showing me everything that I have to do to put him to bed. And I see a cat in a corner. Now, anybody who knows me knows I don't do cats and I don't do dogs that bite. So they had 2 strikes against them. I do not do dogs that bite, and I do not do cats at all. And so I seen the cat. The cat was asleep, so I was fine. The cat woke up, And I guess they said it's a really friendly cat. The cat kept coming by me, and I kept moving because I don't like animals. I like animals, but I don't like cats. Cats is a deal breaker for me. I don't like cats. So the cat keeps coming by me, and I'm just like, I keep moving, but I'm paying attention to her the whole time. So the first thing that she did was she was like, you have to empty his catheter. So without any gloves or anything, she goes and she gets the, I think it's the urinal. We call it urinals. I don't know, but the thing that you put the urine in, she goes and gets that without gloves. So I was like, okay, all right. It was just like, this ain't really. So she then proceeds to empty the catheter into the little cup. I don't remember what this is called. Into the little cup thing that the urine goes into. And so I was looking at her because she was doing this without gloves. So I was looking at her like, are you going to put some gloves on or something? She ain't put no gloves on. So I was like, strike one. Well, this is honestly strike 3. But against her, this is strike 1. And so then she was like, you have to clean around his catheter or whatever. This is after she put him in bed. Let me go back. So first she emptied the catheter before she got him in bed. So she got him in bed and she took off his socks and his clothes without gloves on. Now, I don't know, some people may feel comfortable doing that, but me, I don't. Honestly, because I don't know. You could be bleeding. We never know. You could have scabies. You could have, something that we may not know about. And I'm taking your clothes off without any gloves on, and here it goes crawling onto my skin, and now I got it. So it's no offense to that person. It's just, I just feel safer wearing gloves, doing everything. So she takes off his clothes without the gloves on. So then she takes the catheter and puts it, gets it out of his clothes. She touched it again without any gloves on. So then she goes to the drawer and she was like, if you need any gloves or anything, they're in this drawer. So I'm like, okay, we got gloves, but why ain't you using them? So she goes and she's like, I get a glove to clean around his catheter. So she puts on one glove and she cleans around his catheter and then she takes the gloves off. And so I'm like, okay, she cleaned around his catheter, at least she put some gloves on for that. But I'm still looking at her like, So then she proceeds to check to make sure he's not reddened or have any yeast or anything around his genitals. And she did not put any gloves on. So now I'm really looking at her like, what in the heck? What? No gloves again? Like, I can understand if, you was, I ain't gonna lie, I can't understand. I don't understand. I will never understand why that situation happened. So I'm looking at her like, you ain't got no gloves on. So then she's talking to me, cause I guess we have a little downtime, cause she finished putting him to bed, showing everything that, we needed to do. She had a little downtime. We had a little downtime. And so she was like, I understand you may think that you're in my way right now, but you're not. And she touched my shoulder with her nasty hands. I almost jumped out of my clothes. I was like, oh no, I'm good. I am good. Don't touch me. She didn't even wash her hands. I was like, dang, now I gotta wash my jacket. It wasn't this one. It was a gray one that I got just like this one. I was like, dang, now I gotta wash my jacket because she touched me with her nasty soiled hands. So then I had to fill out my paperwork. And I was like, oh, dang, I left my pen in the car. She was like, well, you can use mine. I was like, no, I can just, fill out my paperwork, as soon as I get in the car. She was like, oh, no, I have a pen. You can use my pen. Mind you, she had not washed her hands yet at all. And so she handed me her pen, and I tried to take my jacket like this and kind of hold the pen like this, but it wasn't working. So I ended up touching the pen and writing down whatever I needed to write down and hand it to her. I'm telling y'all, as soon as I got to my car, I put on hand sanitizer. I think I used half of my hand sanitizer when I got into my car, my little keychain hand sanitizer. I used half of that junk on my hands because she still, even when we left the house, she still did not wash her hands. I don't know if she washed her hands when she got home. I don't know what she does, but that was disgusting. And that is one of my pet peeves, when people do not use gloves when they are doing personal care or any care on anybody. I just think it's disgusting. Disgusting. So she was sitting here, she was like, I hope you come back, because, there was somebody else who was supposed to do this and they never came back. And I'm sitting here like, yeah, I'm gonna come back. I got in the car, my little brother, my little sister was in the car. I said, oh, heck no, I am not coming back. They was like, what'd you tell her? I said I told her I was gonna come back. But oh no, I am not coming back to that house. I'm calling them first thing in the morning, letting them know, excuse me, I cannot. I almost died at that house. I almost got bit by the dog. The dog attacked me. The cat was all around me. I don't do dogs, I don't do cats. And your nasty worker ain't putting no gloves on. I can't do it. Nope. I'm fine with my little clients I got now. Nope. That was a whole deal breaker. I came home, I told my mom, I told my dad, I was like, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. They was like, hey, if you can't do it, you can't do it. I said, I ain't doing it. Ain't no king, I ain't. So, yeah, that was a story that just happened to me a little bit ago, about that. It was so nasty. It was nasty. It's one of my biggest pet peeves, and I honestly think that people that do that, that's disgusting. I don't know if, like, she wasn't, like, I don't know. I know that she, I don't know, because it sounded like she did healthcare before, so I would think that she would know, and I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to offend nobody, but that was just nasty. It was gross. Ugh. The fact that she touched my jacket with her nasty hands just made me, and it's nothing personal towards her. Yeah, that was a story time about how I went to work at this house and this lady was showing me what to do and she ain't put no gloves on. I almost got killed by the dog. The cat wouldn't leave me alone. I don't do dogs, I don't do cats, and I don't do people who don't use gloves. So, yeah. After I got all that off my chest, I hope that you guys have a great week. Like I always say, if you can see it, you can have it. Now go and get it. I want you guys to live your life fearlessly. And no matter how this video just went, I want y'all to spread positivity throughout the whole week. And I hope that you guys have a great rest of your week. And I want you guys to remember to like and subscribe to my channel, and turn on your notifications so that you guys will get notifications every time I post a new video. Bye-bye.